This is a weekly summary of interesting news that is relevant for my distributed systems lecture at the Eastern University of Applied Sciences in Switzerland. My name is Thomas Bocek, and today we'll discuss 3 topics. The first topic is the following article here. This article reports on availability problems at GitHub and the engineering team responses behind them. The team says demand is growing fast. They had a plan to grow 10 times. Now they need to grow 30 times. And the reason is that more code is now written with the help of AI agents. That means more repos, more pull requests, more API calls, and more background work. One pull request touches many parts of the system at once: storage, merge checks, build jobs, search notifications, APIs, caches, and databases. At this scale, small problems add up. Queues get longer, cache misses more often, retries flood the network, and one slow part can break many features. On the architecture side, they moved webhooks of the main database, they redesigned the session cache, they reworked login and permissions to lower database load, they moved hot code out of a big monolith into a faster language, and they added more compute through their cloud move. And core services like Git storage and the build systems are kept apart from other workloads. And 2 recent outages were also covered in this article. The first was a bug in the merge queue when many pull requests were merged in one group. The final commit was wrong and earlier changes were lost from the main branch, and the main branch ended up in a bad state and not every repo could be fixed automatically. The second outage was in the search system. The cluster got overloaded and stopped returning a result. Git and APIs kept working, but every part of the UI that needs search showed nothing. And there are 2 side effects. The first side effect is on the demand side. Even with all the talk about AI replacing engineers, job postings for software engineers are up around 11%, as reported here in this article. AI use at work is growing slowly and steadily, not suddenly, and tech adoption usually follows an S-curve: slow start, fast middle, and then a plateau. And so far, AI is more like a tool that helps engineers than one that replaces them. And for the platform, this means more humans and more agents all hitting the same servers. In a talk I gave last year, here I had a prediction. Gen AI will generate more work than it eliminates, and this story supports that. AI agents are now writing code at scale, but instead of shrinking the system, they are pushing it past its limits. More automation means more pull requests, more builds, more API calls, more load on every layer. And the second side effect is trust. Here in this article, the HashiCorp co-founder and longtime GitHub user and maintainer of a popular open source project, Ghosty, has said he is moving his main project off the platform. He keeps a journal and marked almost every day as blocked by an outage on GitHub. He says he cannot ship software there anymore, and he may come back if reliability improves. The next article also goes in the same direction. It's the following here. This article shows that spending on AI may soon be more expensive than on real humans. Uber ran out of its full year AI budget in only 4 months. The money went to 2 AI coding tools used by its engineers. The company gave its engineers access to one of these tools at the end of last year, and use of the tool doubled within 2 months. By the 4th month, the bill had eaten the entire year's AI budget. Costs per engineer are between $500 and $2,000 US dollars. a month on the API alone. And today, 95% of the company's engineers use AI tools every month. About 70% of the code that gets committed is generated with help from these tools. The CTO said the company is back on the drawing board on AI budgets. The question now is whether they can afford this level of productivity at scale. And the last article, it's not about AI, it's the following here. This article is about top-level domains that we also discussed in lecture 9. The following lecture here, I mentioned this application fee, and here they now increase the price from 185,000 to 227,000. And a bit of background, the domain name system is the part of the internet that turns names like example.com into IP addresses to reach the servers. And it is one of the largest distributed systems in the world. And at the top of it sits a small set of names called top-level domains. Common ones are .com, .org, .net, or .ch. And the new round allows top-level domains in 27 different alphabets, not only the Latin one. And the goal is to write in other languages and bring more languages online. Under the hood, these names are stored in Punycode, so DNS itself is not changed. We also talked about Punycode here in this lecture. And for more details, the lecture is also available on YouTube. And if you're interested to get such a top-level domain, you need to write an application and pay the $227,000 application fee by August 12th. And I already sent a message to my colleagues to consider buying a .ost top-level domain. Let's see what happens. See you next time.